Love is something real that doesn't need anyone's permission to exist, and we can clearly see that between Taehyung and JUNGKOOK. Even though some people continue to invent false stories and take ideas out of context, the truth prevails. They should stop bothering Taehyung and JUNGKOOK with their lies and simply appreciate them for who they are. The important thing is that they are together and happy. That's the reality worth seeing. My perspective comes from careful observation, not from copying what others say. If Taehyung and JUNGKOOK didn't want to be seen as a couple, they would act completely differently. When something bothers them or hurts them, Taehyung and JUNGKOOK make it very clear where their boundaries are. They've done so on other occasions when they were falsely linked to women, or when disrespectful comments crossed the line. This shows us that they know how to defend themselves when something truly bothers them. But what's important isn't what they deny, but what they choose to show in their own way. Through actions they repeat time and again, they gift us moments that convey a clear message. These aren't coincidences, but deliberate choices. The symbols they share, the rings they wear simultaneously, the clothes that complement each other perfectly, the songs they dedicate to one another, all of this holds special meaning. The trips they take together, the outings they enjoy in their free time, the daily encounters that demonstrate their closeness, even the live streams they do from one of their homes, all of this speaks volumes. In photos, their hands naturally reach out and intertwine, almost unconsciously. Although there are still people who spread lies about JUNGKOOK and Taehyung, we shouldn't pay attention to such baseless and unfounded rumors. The wisest course of action is to remain true to the reality they themselves present, because we will soon see them together again, and as always, they will silence many. Lies have short legs, and in the end, the truth always prevails, especially when it's backed by concrete and consistent evidence. What Taehyung and JUNGKOOK have built needs no lengthy explanations or justifications. Simply open your eyes and see the obvious. Their relationship stands on its own, built on a solid foundation that time has strengthened day after day, moment after moment. Every time they're together, the way they look at each other, smile, and care for one another speaks volumes. It's not something that can be fake or forced. Their authenticity is felt in the closeness they maintain even when they think no one is watching. The small details, like how they check on each other when they're tired or how they celebrate each other's achievements as if they were their own, are clear proof of how special their connection is. These are things that happen every day and demonstrate that their relationship is real and strong, not something invented by fans. In the end, what matters is that two people have found each other and decided to share their lives in a special way, regardless of what others say. Taehyung and JUNGKOOK have built something valuable that doesn't need anyone's opinion to exist. We will soon see them together again, and they will continue to demonstrate through their actions what words need not explain. Their story is written every day with simple yet meaningful gestures, with shared moments that prove what they have is real and lasting, something that time and attempts to deny it have not been able to erase. The affection between Taehyung and JUNGKOOK has grown over time thanks to the admiration, respect, and trust they have for each other. They not only love each other deeply, but they are always there to look out for and protect one another. Wherever they go, their eyes constantly search for each other, as if they have a special radar to know where the other is. This connection is evident in the way they move together, almost as if they are dancing to music only they can hear, always staying close to make sure everything is alright. People who see them can immediately notice how much they care for each other, not needing words to understand that they have a very strong bond. At Seoul Airport, it was clear how they look out for one another. They were standing very close together in the terminal when suddenly a lot of people started approaching them. JUNGKOOK immediately stood in front of Taehyung, using his body as a barrier to protect him. As he walked quickly, he turned around several times to check that Taehyung was okay behind him. His eyes showed concern and concentration, as if he were searching for the safest way to lead him away from the crowd. Taehyung trusted him, allowing JUNGKOOK to guide them while he kept a watchful eye on their surroundings, always alert to any potential danger. Taehyung also became a guardian when JUNGKOOK needed protection. When he noticed a woman getting too close to JUNGKOOK from a side he couldn't see clearly, his reaction was immediate. His hand in his pocket showed he was ready to act if necessary to defend JUNGKOOK. You could see on his face that he was alert, focused on JUNGKOOK's safety above all else. Fortunately, the manager intervened and led the woman away, but more importantly, Taehyung was already prepared to protect JUNGKOOK even before anyone else acted. This demonstrates how their mutual care works both ways, always looking out for each other's well-being. The situation at the airport was tense and difficult for both of them. The disrespectful behavior of those who approached them caused them great annoyance and concern. Despite this, Taehyung and JUNGKOOK remained calm and looked out for each other, demonstrating once again the strength of their connection. Most notably, their first reaction was to prioritize each other's safety over their own. JUNGKOOK walked with firm, quick steps, seeking a way out of the uncomfortable situation, while Taehyung followed closely behind, ever vigilant. These moments, though stressful, made clear the deep affection that binds them and how willing they are to protect each other regardless of the circumstances. When they finally left the airport and arrived at a safer place, their mutual concern didn't disappear. Taehyung gave JUNGKOOK one last look before he got into his car, a look that spoke volumes without words. It was a way of confirming that they were both alright after experiencing such tense moments. That simple look contained relief, affection, and the certainty that they had overcome this difficult situation together. These small gestures show that their affection isn't just for moments of danger, but is always present, even in the simplest everyday actions. The way they care for each other has become a natural part of their relationship, something they do instinctively. From the very beginning of their journey together, Taehyung and JUNGKOOK have displayed a connection built on constant companionship and mutual respect. Both approach their work with discipline, yet always find time to observe how the other is feeling. When one faces fatigue or pressure, the other remains close with calm gestures that convey reassurance. This way of supporting each other creates a solid foundation where every emotion can be expressed without fear. Their relationship is built on small moments that reflect genuine care, such as sharing comfortable silences or leaning on each other during long days. Many people recognize that their bond grows with patience and sincere attention. The closeness between them conveys stability, even when the environment demands constant effort. Thus, a bond is formed where trust becomes the core of every shared experience. As time passes, Taehyung demonstrates a special sensitivity to noticing changes in JUNGKOOK's mood. He observes small details and responds with calming words or gestures that help restore tranquility. JUNGKOOK, in turn, responds with firm actions that reflect respect and commitment to his partner. They both learn to balance their differences to maintain honest communication. This process strengthens their relationship because each recognizes the importance of listening before reacting. Daily interaction allows them to get to know each other deeply and build agreements based on understanding. Many people perceive that their bond evolves with maturity and emotional responsibility. The result is a stable connection where every step is supported by shared trust. Communication between Taehyung and JUNGKOOK is often expressed without lengthy words. A direct look or a supportive gesture is enough to convey encouragement and respect in key moments. JUNGKOOK often shows his emotions through concrete actions that reveal how much he values Taehyung's presence. Taehyung responds with warmth and attention, creating an environment where both feel heard. This way of communicating allows them to resolve tensions calmly and maintain a cooperative atmosphere. Each shared experience strengthens the confidence they feel working together. Many people emphasize that their connection feels sincere because it is based on consistency between what they say and what they do. Thus, the bond grows with stability and a sense of mutual responsibility. In challenging situations, they both find ways to support each other without losing their individual identities. Taehyung encourages JUNGKOOK to trust his decisions, while JUNGKOOK recognizes Taehyung's creative and emotional value. This dynamic creates a balance where each contributes distinct strengths. Mutual respect becomes a tool for facing changes and challenges with serenity. When doubts arise, they both resort to direct dialogue and active listening to find solutions. Many people observe that their relationship is sustained by consistency and shared commitment. Every difficult moment becomes an opportunity to strengthen the bond they have built. In this way, their story demonstrates that sincere cooperation allows for steady progress.